rare celestial event collides with a policy failure on the ground. The southern border will be directly in the path of totality today when the moon covers the sun.
Producer Pat was at the Eclipse yesterday. Being at the Eclipse is kind of a funny term. But anyway, he was in the path of totality, so we're going to hear from him on the bonus show. But I want to start today with some of the various ways in which the eclipse and a mere phenomenon of astronomy and physics seemingly broke the brains of so many of the people over at Fox News. And as I've said before, if all you've got is hammers, everything will look like a nail. And so many different Fox News hosts finding ways to tie the eclipse into the U.S.-Mexico border political controversy, to inject almost like one would bleach like a cleaning, to inject statements about Joe Biden's handling of immigration into a discussion that really is about celestial bodies, where you can hit the body with a shadow. And, so I was not in the path of totality. I saw the eclipse somewhere around 90-ish%. And as many of you know, New York and southern New England, kind of in the 88 to 93% coverage area. Had friends who went north and sat in absolutely brutal traffic to get to that 100%. And let me give you some examples of the sort of commentary that we heard from some on the right. And then later we'll get to a weird comment from someone that I think is on the left, because nobody's seemingly spared by this. Here is Fox News host Dana Perino, the former White House Secretary for President George W. Bush, saying that we have a celestial event colliding with policy failure at the southern border. This is really a reach. And I don't know if they sort of sit around and go, listen, our audience doesn't really care about astronomy and science, as evidenced by the fact that many of them support Trump. What can we come up with? How about talking about the southern border? Listen to this.
Rare celestial event collides with a policy failure on the ground. The southern border will be directly in the path of totality today when the moon covers the sun for nearly 4 minutes. And welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino. We are 1 hour closer.
We are. We are.
We are. That's right. Is that it? Do you learn that in talking head school? To laugh in that particular way? Well, right, Dana. We
a lot of buildup.
That's right. I'm Bill Hember. Good morning at home. But that is team totality on the other side of the wall, by the way.
What a studio they have.
Our folks at Fox Weather are dialed in on this.
So beautiful.
Don't overlook that. Check it out. We are told that officials are bracing for higher traffic than usual, and that means a real opportunity for smugglers and cartels and migrants to come right in.
Listen, we have the perfect storm of a rare celestial event and failed border policy. And while everyone, those glasses, Dana, those glasses, Dana, are so dark that if Border Patrol is distracted with the Eclipse glasses so that you don't sustain corneal damage, retinal damage, there may be smugglers who just during the path of totality, they might just smuggle on through. This is what we got from Fox News. They then went to Bill Malugin in Eagle Pass. And again, it's just so difficult. They have it better with regard to the eclipse on the other side of the border.
All right, Casey, thank you so much. Stay tuned.
All right. And now from Dallas to our southern border, where we're just minutes away until the eclipse crosses over into the United States from Mexico. Two of the places.
It's coming over like a caravan with no ID, no asylum claim, because Border Patrol has been neutered by Biden. They're going to let the eclipse just cross over without even going through a legal check.
Is where it will be seen first in its totality are places that are very familiar to you because of our coverage of immigration and the situation on the border. Del Rio, Texas, and Eagle Pass.
Right.
Our Bill Malugin is live in Eagle Pass. And Bill, you're going to get the very first look at the zone of totality before anybody else.
Wow.
Well, John, we hope we're going to get the first look. The weather doesn't look like it's going to cooperate so far. It's heavily overcast right now. It's forecasted to be overcast the rest of the day. We're starting to feel a little bit of light drizzle. But as you mentioned, Eagle Pass going to be the first spot in all of the United States where totality is supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen around 2:27.
By the way, did you guys notice how even the way he says it's supposed to happen, as if we don't know exactly, the science on this, they say, Bill Huber, it's supposed to happen in this way, but who knows really what's going to happen because it's just science. We don't know. It's just an opinion, right? At the end of the day, it's just the opinion of science. It's supposedly going to happen, but it might not.
p.m. Eastern time, so about an hour and 20 minutes from now. We'll give you a live look at the scene right now from our Fox News drone. Yeah. We're in the infamous Shelby Park, which, as everybody knows by now, has been completely locked down by the state of Texas. So there's no members of the general public down here coming out here to see this eclipse. They cannot get into this park, but...
the Mexicans are going to get a better view of this eclipse than we are because it's all locked down. No CK, by the way. It's locked down.
Across the river, we see what looks like a little bit of a party getting set up by folks on the Mexican side. They've got a stage set up. You might be able to hear some of the thumping music from my microphone right now. People are starting to post up chairs and towels on the edge of the river, looking this way, getting...
How dare they look this way?
Ready to watch this eclipse, but you can see the skies in the background. The weather right now does not look like it is going to be cooperating with us. It's heavy overcast. It does not look like it's going to be burning off anytime soon.
Anyway, you get it. It's like they've got it better over on the Mexican side because of immigration. We've got to lock down. Otherwise, we could have a nice watch party. And scientists supposedly say we're going to be in the path of totality. But, how many times has science been wrong before? And it's all policy. The policy's broken and Biden's broken. Just reeks of desperation. And then just one more of these. I know that you're probably getting the point. Here is yet another example of just cudgeling in the Biden border crisis into eclipse coverage.
Bill, it's so interesting to hear the celebratory atmosphere down there because, typically in your coverage from Eagle Pass over the last 4 years, nobody's been celebrating. So this really is unusual.
It's remarkable. It almost feels like it's like a rave going on out here, John. Across the river from us, we got flashing lights. We got a stage with music going on. Brian, do you want to show it real quick? Or we can maybe see it on the drone. But we got the drone in the air. But it is like, it feels like we're in the middle of the night out here now. It is absolutely...
Yeah. Normally a place where the coverage is quite dire because of where you are. It seems like things are kind of like okay right now, and that isn't very good. So listen, this is, I guess, what we would expect at this point. If your crowd is fixated on an issue you've put in their brains, which is the Biden border crisis, if they're skeptical of science, how do you cover it? I guess you cover it this way. And so that's how Fox News covered it. Now, many of you sent me the clip from The View we're about to look at, and we're going to do that justice as well. So let's discuss that next. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first 2 books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.